Welcome to today's Quirky Chronicles, your daily peek into the world's strangest and most surprising news. Let's uncover the odd, the wild, and the stories you won't hear anywhere else. In a small town called Laverton in Western Australia, something strange happened. People heard a very loud boom sound and felt the ground shake. It was like a big bang from the sky or underground. The police and emergency workers came to check. They looked for signs of an explosion, an earthquake, or a plane flying fast. But they found nothing. There was no damage, no smoke, and no clues. So, the loud boom is still a mystery. No one knows what caused it. The people in Laverton are safe, but they are curious and a little confused. In the United States, President Donald Trump recently shared a strange idea online. He reposted a message that claimed President Joe Biden died in 2020 and was replaced by a robot or a clone. This idea is not true and has no proof. Many people are worried because sharing false stories can confuse others and cause problems. Even though President Biden has been seen many times in public, some people still believe this false story. It's important to check if stories are true before believing or sharing them. This situation shows how important it is to think carefully and ask questions when we hear strange or surprising news. In Beijing, China, something very special happened. On April 19, 2025, 21 robots that looked like people, called Humanoid robots, ran in a big race with about 12,000 human runners. The race was 21 kilometers long, which is about 13 miles. The robots ran on a separate path next to the humans. Some robots fell down or went the wrong way, but 6 of them finished the race. The fastest robot, named Tiangong Ultra, took 2 hours and 40 minutes to finish. This race showed how robots are getting better at moving like people. Even though they are not as fast as humans yet, it's a big step for robots. Let's watch a small part of the robot race now. If you want to see the whole video of the robots running, the link is in the description below. In Miramar, Florida, a man named Todd Fitzroy Booth climbed up a pedestrian signal pole at a busy street corner. This isn't the first time he's done something like this. In the past, he climbed on top of a traffic light in Miami Beach and even on an ambulance. Each time, the police had to come and help him down safely. People are talking about how important it is to stay safe and not climb on things that aren't meant for climbing. In Japan, a 27-year-old student from China tried to climb Mount Fuji 2 times in 1 week. Both times, he needed help and was rescued. First climb, on April 22, 2025. He climbed Mount Fuji but felt very sick because of the high altitude. He also lost special shoes called crampons that help grip the snow. He couldn't come down, so a helicopter came and saved him. Second climb. 4 days later, on April 26th, he went back up the mountain to find his phone and other things he left behind. Again, he felt sick and couldn't move. Another climber saw him and called for help. He was rescued again and taken to the hospital. Important notes. Mount Fuji is very tall and can be dangerous, especially when it's not the official climbing season, July to September. Climbing when it's not allowed can be risky because the weather is bad, and help is harder to get. After this happened, many people said it's important to follow safety rules and not climb when it's not safe. This story shows that we should always be careful and listen to safety advice when doing outdoor activities. In May 2025, a man from New Zealand named Mark Rocket did something very special. He went to space. He was the first person from New Zealand to do this. Mark flew on a rocket called New Shepard, made by a company named Blue Origin. The rocket took off from Texas, USA Point. The whole trip lasted about 11 minutes. During the flight, the rocket went up very high, over 100 kilometers above the Earth. This is the place where space begins. Mark and the other people on the rocket felt weightless for a few minutes, like they were floating. Then, the rocket came back down and landed safely with parachutes. Mark has loved space since he was a child. He even changed his last name to Rocket because he dreamed of going to space. He started a company in New Zealand called Kia Aerospace, which works on flying machines that can go very high in the sky. Mark hopes his trip will inspire other people in New Zealand to learn about space and maybe even go there one day too. Let's watch a small part of what the flight looked like. If you want to see the whole video of the launch, the link is in the description below. In China, a man named Peng Yujiang said he was flying with a parachute, called paragliding, when a strong wind pulled him high into the sky, almost as high as an airplane. He shared a video showing his face covered in ice, saying it was very cold and hard to breathe. But now, experts think parts of the video might not be real. They believe some parts were made using computer tricks using AI. For example, his helmet changes color, and his clothes look different in some parts of the video. Even if he did fly very high, he didn't follow the safety rules. He didn't tell the authorities about his flight, which is required. Because of this, he is not allowed to paraglide for 6 months. This story teaches us to always be careful and honest, especially when doing risky activities like flying. If you enjoyed this dive into the world's weirdest news, like and subscribe for your daily dose of epic adventures.